Hi everyone, in this example we have the graph of the function f of x on the closed interval from -2 to 5, and you have to find some limits and derivatives. So in part A we have limit this function, we can name it as g of x when x goes to 0. Now around 0 we have two functions. This function is 0 from right and this function is 0 from left. So you have to find the limit from right of 0 and from left of 0. So firstly you have to find limit this function when x goes to 0 from right. So this is equals to 0 multiplied by f square of 0 from right plus 2 divided by f of 0 from right, and 0 multiplied by anything equal to 0, and we get 2 over, and f0 from right from the graph equals to 3, so we have 2 over 3. Now you have to find the limit of g of x when x goes to 0 from left. So this is equals to 0 multiplied by f square of 0 from left plus 2 divided by f of 0 from left, and 0 times anything equal to 0, and this is equals 2 over f of 0 from left, this is 0 from left, equals to 1. So we have 2 from left of 0 and 2 over 3 from right of 0, so the limit does not exist. For part B we have limit f of a 3 minus x when x goes to 2 from right. Now this means that our limit is f of 3 minus 2 from right. 2 from right means it's greater than 2, a little greater than 2. So a 3 minus a number greater than 2, this gives us f of 1 from left, and f of 1 from left, this is 1, from left or right it is equals to 4. So this limit equals to 4. In part C you have to find f times f prime all prime when x equals to 1. So we have two functions multiply with each other and you have to find the derivative of them. So you have to name f u and name f prime v, and you have to use the product rule to find the derivative of this function. So uv plus uv prime prime. Now u prime equals to f prime times v, which is f prime, plus u, which is f, multiplied by v prime, which is f double prime. But you have to find this derivative at x equals to 1, so you have to find f prime of 1 multiplied by f prime of 1 plus f of 1 multiplied by f double prime of 1. Now f prime of 1 means the slope here, because this is 1 and you have to find the slope at x equals 0. So there is no function to find the first derivative, but this graph is a line, so the slope at each point is equal. Okay, so f prime of 1 equals the slope of the line, and the slope of a line you have to take 2 points. Let's say this is the first point, which is 1 with 4, and you have to take another point. Let's take this point, which is 2 with 5. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, and this is y2. So f prime of 1 equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and y2 equals to 5 minus y1 equals to 4 divided by x2 minus x1, which is 2 minus 1. So we have 1 divided by 1, and this is equals to 1. So f prime of 1 is the same as the slope of the line here. Okay, so f prime equals to 1 multiplied by f prime of 1, which is equals to 1, plus f of 1 here. F of 1 equals to 4. 4 multiplied by f double prime of 1. Since we are talking about the line, so the second derivative equals to 0. So this is equals to 0, and we have 1 plus 0, and the final answer is 1. So this derivative at x equals to 1 equals to 1. In part D, you have to find the average rate of change on the closed interval from -2 to 0. So the average rate of change equals f of 0 minus f of -2, f of 0 minus f of -2 divided by 0 minus -2. And this is equals to f of 0, this is f of 0 equals to 1, minus f of -2, this is -2, and f of -2 equals to 3, divided by 0 minus -2 equals 2, and we have -2 divided by 2, which is equals to -1, and this is the average rate of change for this function on the closed interval from -2 to 0. And that's it. Thank you.